I didn't buy no inventory. I think that and look at your faces. No, don't. I think that we fail because we spend all of that money on inventory with no demand. So when you spend all of your money on inventory, you create a high supply with a low demand. You need to create that demand because as long as you keep those people hungry, when you drop, you're going to sell out every single time. And that's why you don't go buy a lot of inventory when you get funding. People are like, I need funding for inventory. I didn't spend a dime of that $44,000 on inventory. I spent it all on going live with other celebrities.
What's your self-care routine look like?
Since we on Rolling Stone, I gotta let y'all know, man. For everybody that want to feature, man, I only rap 3 hours a day. The rest of my day, I do regular shit. I ride my bike. I go to the grocery store. I spend time with my son. I wash my cars. I buy shoes and shit. Drink smoothies and it's all the regular shit because I don't really like rapping too long. Give me anxiety, you know what I'm saying? So it might take me 3 days to do one song because I might just do like the intro of that motherfucker then the next day. But the thing is consistency. So if I do 3 hours a day every day for 365 days, I just did outstanding numbers. You know what I'm saying? It ain't what you do, it's how you do it.
I'm with that arithmetic right there. 3 hours a day, 365 days in the year. That's more than a lot of people can say. Because for those 3 hours, you are focused.
And look, think about it like this though, because you want to make sure you're working at your best mind quality and your mind is working the best. I can invest 3 hours a day into my craft and then take time to live my life at the same time. I'm winning. I don't like looking at laptops too long. I don't like being around niggas in the studio too long or smoking hella weed in the room. 30 niggas dancing, females I don't even know. I don't rock like that. I'm here to do numbers and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying?
How large of a bag do you think 50,000? If you had a duffel bag, how big would that be?
In cash.
I don't know. Like this big?
Nah, a little bit smaller.
That bag?
Yeah.
No.
That's big? This big?
No, a little bit bigger.
So like this big? So a duffel bag?
Yeah.
A duffel bag full of money? All right. So this is what 50,000. This is 50,000 right here in credit cards. This fits in my pocket. 50,000. So that's very tempting, right? Because if I just give you a card right here and say it's $50,000, you're gonna be tempted to spend it. And then when you get older, if your credit is decent, you get to have a lot of credit cards. Like they just send you cards in the mail. So before you know it, you have like 7 different cards, right? And then you might have 2,000, 10,000, 15,000. Before you know it, you might have over $100,000 in your pocket at all times. But it's very dangerous because that gives you the freedom to just spend money. But like all things, that has to be accounted for. So when you pay it back, before you know it, if you're in $100,000 of debt, it's not all good.
Yeah, my mom, she got like 2 credit cards in the mail, and then a month later they were still in the mail. So I said to her, "Why didn't you use them?" And she said that she doesn't like using credit cards anymore because the fact that you have to pay back.
You have to be careful.
And this probably isn't like really realistic, but like, what if you don't? Alright, matter of fact, what if you don't spend as much money, and you just like you don't spend as much money as the cards like it gives you, like the money it gives you on the card. Like you don't spend like a lot of money off of it, but you still have a lot of money on the card. Can you use that to like pay it back?
Pay the credit card to pay a credit card?
Yeah.
You can, but that's not a good idea because then you have to pay that other credit card back. Like so if I have 2 cards, right? If I use this card to pay this card's paid, but now I gotta pay this card. But what you said the first, that's the smart way to go about it. So if I give you $10,000,
Yeah, I save it.
you don't want to spend you might spend $500, right? And now you still have $9,500 available to you in case of emergency, in case you really need it. But you only spent a small amount that you know you can pay back. You could pay the $500 back. But if you spend that $10,000, it's going to be hard to pay that back.
So it's what you spend.
Right.
It's not what is on the. All this time I thought it was on the card you have to pay back.
No, it's what you spend.
So if you have to pay back every monthly, then let's say like you had a card for like $10,000 and then you spent all of that, would they like renew the card the next month?
Did you record the video?
Yes, I recorded it.
Why didn't you upload it?
Because I didn't like how it looked.
What did you didn't like about it?
I was like stuttering and stuff, writing what wasn't.
Because you was trying to get it perfect. You should just upload it. So if you go to my YouTube channel, how many of y'all ever been to my YouTube channel before? You watched any of my old videos from like 9 years ago? I used to smoke a lot of weed. Like if you look at my old videos, I'm like noticeably high. Those are my daily videos, right? I used to live on, I don't know if y'all familiar with Washington Road area, where Candlewood used to be at, right there on Washington Road. Y'all already know what that was. So I used to stay over there, and I used to have this bookshelf that I built from Family Dollar, and I ain't like a handy person. So it was like leaning. I used to sleep in the living room while I shot the videos on an air mattress. That's where I was shooting those videos from, high. Videos ain't perfect, but it don't gotta be perfect to get no money. You gotta get started. That was the key. The more videos you put out, the better you get at it. Like you don't get good at videos and then put them up. Like you get good at videos by putting videos out. That's why a lot of people ask me like, well, Marquel, how you so good at doing videos? I done did thousands of them. People be telling me, oh man, you're a natural on stage. It's like, I used to be terrified to speak on stage, but I done spoke on a lot of stages. Like you only get good by actually.
Hey, you ever feel like every time you buy something, you buy an asset, stocks or crypto, then it goes down. You see everybody online talking about it, but as soon as you buy it, it goes down. Or you see something, it's low, and you're like, man, I should buy in right now. And then when it runs, you realize you missed out on all that money by not buying. Let me show you something that I use to help me buy low, sell high. All right, let me help you out. Relative Strength Index, or the RSI, right? It's a momentum indicator used in technical analysis, and it measures the speed and magnitude of securities price to evaluate if it's overvalued or undervalued, right? I like the terms too hot or too cold, right? So this is a number measured through 0 and 100. Cold, below 30, boom, you would be buying. Hot, above 70, you'd be selling or selling. You'd be buying below $1,000, selling it for $1,600, or selling it for $2,000. You just doubled your money. Boom, boom, boom. You only want to do this with growing assets though. All right, here's a spy. In June, third week of June, boom, too cold. Now last week and this week, too hot, right? So you would be buying here, selling here. Makes sense, right? This is the scale 1 through 100. So 30 is cold, 70 is hot. Here's Bitcoin on a monthly chart. So Bitcoin's too hot right here, boom. So then you're gonna wait till it goes cold, and then you're gonna buy in. It was red today, and I told the Wealth Squad 2 days ago, yo, we gotta cool off. See, we did. Don't ever buy anything without checking RSI first.